One gonna get the one, they give you 6 points.
You're gonna have to.
Hey,
you're gonna have to look at the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna tell me everything.
That's it.
The first 5 minutes of the game. Okay. Yeah. I can tell who bringing it and who out there playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first 5 minutes gonna tell you.
LeBron ass better not come out and play. His ass better not. I'm a find his ass.
So everybody's gonna be able to get whatever they want. It's just a matter of the ball.
Motherfuckers playing games that you got OKC winning and shit, just chilling. They smoke weed and shit, waiting on that.
Trying to buck his way down to get the 8-10 feet from the basket.
Y'all motherfuckers want to play games.
Got big guys, got great touches. You look at Jokic, you see a lot of Shingu.
They shit sweet, we gonna get our ass rolled on when we see them niggas.
Boom, 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 into the basket. You know? So you're gonna be able to get what you want. It's just a matter of whether the ball goes in. But I agree, he's gonna have to play well, and LeBron is gonna have to. It's like, look,
nigga, get your ass out there and shoot, bitch.
Don't shoot. And they'll put Kennard on the bench. That's what I think. That's gonna be the difference in the game. I think the starting lineup is gonna be Rui, LeBron, Ayton, Smart, Reeves. I can see that, yeah.
They're not starting Luka Kennard again, bro.
Because he's been out for at least a month.
His ass
didn't shoot the ball great, but he still was effective. I think he'll be a lot better. Yeah, there you go. And not only is he attacking, but he's such a great pick and roll player. You know what I mean? I'm talking about from getting in there, he can shoot the midi, he can shoot the floater, he can get to the rack, he can spray it out for 3. You know what I mean? He can hit 8 for the line. I just think his IQ for the game is so high that it gives you this added value that the Lakers desperately needed. You know what I mean? They needed AR to come back, bro. And the problem that you run into is
selling on me already, bro.
Hell no. With AR. They get attacked. Whoever they guard, go look at it. Look at Eason. Kobe. Look at who they guard. They get attacked. Yeah, they gonna do that. They going at them boys. Hey, look, the Rockets ain't scared of them defensively, bro. The Rockets ain't scared of them here. Yeah, they done won the last 2 games. Look, they coming for blood.
But the one person they need to be scared of, he not playing.
Who was that? Luka.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. He ain't coming. But I think the thing is, the thing is with KD ball game, they stand around and watch. Ain't nobody moving.
That's why, you know what? That's why it was easier for us to beat them with KD. Because we know he gonna shoot most of the shots and he can't pass. If he ain't there, then these niggas gonna be playing free.
KD's fault too, because he handles the ball a lot when he's in. And I think a lot of the times, they have to put him off ball. But to KD's credit, it's hard to be off ball, Ocho. Yeah. Because you know your man's gonna deny you and you ain't gonna be involved. They basically gonna be playing 4-on-4. Right. You know what I mean? And as a guy who loves to score, KD ain't going for that, bro. You know, it's like, okay, with him, if I come down and just run to the corner, they could be 4 straight possessions. It's going to be 4 straight possessions. I know the ball ain't coming my way. You feel me?
Right.
So therefore, he has to go get the ball and bring it up sometimes to try to run pick and roll. But as soon as he try to run that pick and roll, that's when they threw that double on him. You know what I mean? And now it kind of gets everybody a little out of whack. Because he'll hold on to it long enough to where, boom, as soon as he spread, whoever he spread to, you got to go into your bag or you got to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Lakers has a great game plan when KD is playing. But when he's not playing, you got so many of these young guys out here who really hadn't been in these type of situations. Yeah, so we're going to put you under a lot of stress. You know what I mean? Making you make plays. And if they ain't making shots, bro, they don't compete.
Right. The Lakers start losing confidence.
You get them young boys life like they done had the past 2 games, man.
He might have seen something. He needs to review his guys.
And if they ain't making shots, bro, they don't compete the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get them young boys life like they done had the past 2 games. Now they confident. I'm talking about coming in the game like that. They confidence so high, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know how it's gonna go tomorrow. They could blow the Lakers out if you just want to keep it 100.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, that, it's funny for KD being one of the greatest scorers of all time, how being as good as he is almost a gift and a curse for the goddamn Rockets. In a way, it's a bad thing, because the offense isn't as free-flowing, when he's in the game. And then when he's not playing, it seems like everything is free-flowing.
Everybody teams force KD to do is make plays. KD has always been at his best with what? He's had someone making plays for him. Look at Russ. Look at Steph. Look at Harden. Look at Kyrie.
Bitcoin gets followed closely, not casually. Levels, momentum, and how the market reacts. Patterns get recognized as they form, a view builds before most people even notice. Having a view and acting on it aren't always the same thing. Execution is real complicated. Platforms, setups, and unnecessary steps that slow things down. Brave acting on a view is similar, just a perspective on what happens next. This is Kalshi.
Yeah. Now we got the roles, don't you? Now you gonna make plays for everybody else. Nah, hell no, Jay. No. You make plays for me. So you're asking me to do something, and he can do it on occasion. So I won't be clear, and he might get upset. But this is not what KD is. KD is not a playmaker. He's a shot maker.
But the problem is, Van Fleet was hurt.
Yes. But he didn't know that before he got there. He got that made it play that he got hurt.
All right. The problem is he doesn't have anybody to facilitate the ball to him. Because KD get out the ball with the best
but he needs somebody to catch the guy for him. That's what he's had the lion's share of his career. He's not like this like Bron. Bron has been the primary playmaker every year except for 21 and a half years until they got Luka like the last half of last year. And this year, LeBron has been the primary playmaker on every team he's been a part of. From the day he started. So it's nothing to him to go back in this role and make plays for everybody else. That's why you see it. He gets a triple-double. That's why you see it with 8 and 9 assists. Because this is what he's always done. So now, we're taking, and that's why KD can go anywhere and score 25 to 27 points. Because that's what he's always done. Now you take him and says, nah, go make plays and still get that number. Yeah, because KD ain't really the type to set the table on your hill. He just come to eat. Yes. Yeah. You hear me? Like, straight up. Meaning, I agree with what Unc said. He's playing with great point guards who can facilitate, who can score, who can get him involved. I ain't saying that they need to get him involved, but if you got a guy who can come across court and then you can get it to me in my spot, yeah, I can score 30 in my sleep. You feel me? But if I have to carry the ball handling duties and score, that's really not his forte at 37 years old, bro. That's why what I mean. All the guys, look at all your great scores. Now look at their assist totals. Look at all the guys that have high assist totals. Look at their scoring totals. There's one guy that's unique in that aspect. We don't need to mention his name, but we know who he is. Yeah. That's a rare that you find somebody like that can have 11,000, 12,000 assists with 40,000 points. No, that don't go. I mean, you're probably never gonna see this again. I gotta have that many points and that many assists and rebounds. And so now and that's what I want KD. I don't want KD to be a scorer. I want him to be a playmaker. Yeah. Because he scores the ball too easy, bro. Look, the game he came back here, he had 20 in the first half. Yes. He can score the ball with the best of them. We all know that. What did they do? They let him play one-on-one. You can't let him play one-on-one. This is okay. When he gets the ball, we're going to go and trap. Not only makes you get a ball up, but it makes you fake against yourself sometimes because you know it's coming, and then you think you see the creep, but this man coming, and you can't really get into your stuff because you know if you go into your move and try to stand, it's going to be a guy right there. You move to the backside, like you say. Yeah, 9 turnovers, bro. That's uncharacteristic
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They've been on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers. Ever since these games started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways.
My goodness, was this a blowout? The Knicks threw the doors off that thing, I think, in the second round. 140-89 victory. The Knicks' 47-point halftime lead was the largest in NBA playoff history, while Karl Anthony Towns also made individual history, recording a triple-double in only 27 minutes and 33 seconds of game time. The fewest minutes played in the playoff triple-double in the shot clock era. Meanwhile, things were sunny in Philadelphia for the Sixers. They beat the Celtics 26-93 behind a 30-point performance from Tyrese Maxey to force a Game 7 on Saturday. For the Celtics, it was yet another loss where they struggled from three-point land, shooting only 29% of the team for the game after going 6 for 26 on the yards in the second half. Even though Boston will play Game 7 against the Sixers, the Celtics are favored to win the conference, according to DraftKings Sportsbook. And despite closing out the Hawks in dominating fashion, the Knicks have the third shortest odds now to win the East. So, we talked earlier about the message the Knicks sent. Who is the team to beat in the East right now? Where's Stephen A?
It's the Knicks. It's the Knicks. And
what?
And did shake. No. I asked that. That was a real question. It was a fair question.
This nigga, he flip-flopping, bro.
No one has
he just said it was a Celtics the other day. No, this nigga's lame. Take that ass nigga.
Deeper than the Pacific Ocean when you look from their starting five to their bench. We always question their mentality and their mindset and did they have an identity. And what ends up happening is they answered that question in this postseason. I don't want to overreact, but I know what my eyes saw. I know what my eyes saw.
So what he saw, the games that they lost.
I saw I saw a team, a Hawks team of the 100 points, 3 straight games. I saw a team adjust their offense to satisfy their big man, their Karl Anthony Towns, to show that, hey, we value you, that we can utilize you, and I want to get more out of you. We know Karl Anthony Towns was a guy to score points. We know he was a guy to clean up the glass, but now he's showing his skill to make guys around him better to keep us assists. OG Anunoby is the X factor. Josh Hart will cut you everywhere but loose. And who's Josh Hart? Don't think Josh Hart is this one in this series is trying to come to the touch and kill. Don't think that's good. But what I'm saying is, and when you look around the rest of the Eastern Conference, we still question the Cavs, who just won their last game 5 but gave up 120 points. I think the two Boston Celtics are now forced to go to 7 games. The only team that has shown consistent identity over the past week or so is the New York Knicks. And I stand here today and say, right now, they're proving me wrong.
I'm asking you to kill because your mad dog loses to lose his damn mind because you're talking about the. He's gonna say you're talking about the Hawks like they were the second coming of the Celtics. That's what mad dog loses is watching you now. He's gonna call you out the radio. Trust me. He's gonna do it today. But here's the deal. When Shaq Fournette asked that question to start this segment, I almost reacted like that dude with the shades on from the Green Shirt commercial. What are you asking? What are you asking? Of course the answer to this question is that you're going to check my music, please, while I'm talking about the New York Knicks right now. And orange and blue guys, you're going to sit along the bottom and listen and keep that damn music playing while I'm making this point. Not only are we seeing what we see from Karl Anthony Towns, got us looking at John Calipari. You the one that's been holding it back. That's why we didn't see all of this stuff when he was at Kentucky. You the one that's been holding it back, John Calipari. Because we didn't know he could shoot like this, and then we didn't know he could pass like this. Now we're seeing this stuff. The evolution of Karl Anthony Towns game. We know what Jason Brooks can bring to the table. We know what John Calipari can bring to the table.
I keep telling you that. Stop letting y'all
Now here's the big thing. Okay.
Towns is the best thing on our team. I know the fuck he is. That's part of the job.
What did you say? right there.
They go there. Y'all know what fucking
too many damn threes, and now Jason Tatum is being hampered. Philadelphia is going to come up. We can't sleep on them because we know what a beat can do, but we always know how the beat is always hurt. So guess what? We can't be worried about that one. Orlando's up and coming. Do you really feel they're ready yet for the Knicks? No. I'm going to find out. That lack of a bona fide second scoring option is not something that's going to work against the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. We love the crowd. We love to sponsor. The bottom line is this. Hey, when we talk to the Knicks now. I don't want no parts of the New York Knicks. So when you look at the landscape of the Eastern Conference right now, I dare say a dead clock is right twice a day, and evidently that applies to James Dolan, the owner for the New York Knicks, because when he started off this season saying he expects his team to go to the finals, he was right. And I was right there, and I'm saying it now. New York Knicks going to the finals. New York Knicks going to the finals. They're going to the finals.
Well, keep playing the music, because I'm going to take it a step further. New York Knicks to win the NBA championship. I don't have the big guy to win it, but I'm telling you, it's nothing that they're lacking. They check all the boxes. They have a closer in Jalen Brunson. They have a 3-and-D guy in OG Anunoby. Carl Anthony Towns and the combination of Mitchell Robinson. They're solidified at the big man position. Listen to me. And I'm telling you. And when you look at the Oklahoma City Thunder, right now, you know you the big. The big Oklahoma City. I am, but I don't think, listen, I got the San Antonio Spurs people win it all. And I don't know about them. I think I'm going to be right.
It's early. I don't look at your coffee. But one blowout in a game that they're supposed to win against the Hawks, you're already calling them the NBA champion. And also, you're blaming John Calipari for just now learning that Karl Anthony Towns was the primary ball
like overdoing shit on TV.
I gotta blame Doug. I gotta blame Doug Calipari for something. Okay, I'm still mad that Arkansas didn't win the chip. Okay, he knows that. That's what I'm messing with it. But the point is, he did the sky. I mean, we didn't know Karl Anthony Towns could shoot like this coming into the NBA. Believe it or not, because he didn't have Karl Anthony Towns doing that at Kentucky. It's not a lie. But the point is, this is what I want to come back to you and say. Look, bro. I'm a native New York. I'm a Knicks fan. But I'm also a man with all my faculties before. There's a dude named Shea Buck. Named Shea Gilgeous Alexander, the reigning league MVP, NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP. At the start of the season, I had the Knicks beating the Oklahoma City Thunder for the chip. I'm not betting against Shea Gilgeous Alexander or anybody.
This is what I'm saying. Can you show you that understanding because we're going to be
I'm worried about your speaking.
No. We're saying it wasn't just last night. It was 4, 5, 6 that showed me that they're legit title contenders. And to be honest with you, it's nothing that I can say they're lacking to say that they can't go win the NBA championship.
Like, bro, you're overdoing this shit. She knows this nigga just said the other day something to TV. I'm like, bro, you're fucking goofy, man.
I never doubt him individually, but what I do know is that if you don't have his right, then let him.
Hello and welcome to this First Take exclusive. I'm Shay Cornett, joined by Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins. We're going to dive right into it because Anthony Davis had his end of the season media availability this week and made some comments that garnered national attention about his future goals. Listen to this.
Haven't got MVP, haven't got Defensive Player of the Year. I want the parade for a championship, so I want to be able to do that again.
That's right, because when you want that
over here. Yeah, so, I mean, still, things, I want to try to get 20,000 points. I want to play 20 years.
Points, championship, etc. Your reaction to Anthony Davis' comments. As a reminder, he plays on the Wizards.
That last part is where it really stands. The fact that this man, who is a great player when he is on the basketball court, is a member of the Washington Wizards basketball purgatory if ever there was one, tells you all you need to know about where the career of Anthony Davis has gone. This is a champion with the Los Angeles Lakers. This is a dude that can put up 28 and 12 in his sleep. He can ball. But his health or lack of commitment to his health, some would argue, has clearly derailed him. And there is no way on earth that a guy this great should be moved from New Orleans, LA, now to that, then to Dallas, then to the Washington Wizards. I mean, it's like I'm looking at Anthony Davis now, Shay and Big Perk, and I got to tell you something right now. I'm quite sure his show, I forgot was it Punk or whatever it is. I mean, it's entertaining, but you know what the problem with it is? That ain't what you want to see from him. You want to see that brother on the court competing for championships, because his greatness as a basketball player has allowed it. But unfortunately, injuries have derailed him. But people look at it and they say, hey, it ain't just the injuries. It's like, you know, somebody like LeBron James. It's a difference between getting ready and staying ready. LeBron James, Steph Curry, other superstars, stay ready. Anthony Davis on far too many occasions has looked like he's trying to get ready, which is why he finds himself, from a basketball standpoint, pretty close to irrelevant, even though we all know he's great. He's great, but he's irrelevant because of the team that he's on. And, oh, by the way, he will forever be synonymous with the dude that Luka Doncic was traded for, which will be a blemish on his career forever unless he goes to play something.
You know, AD is one of the most skilled big men absolutely ever played the game of basketball. But right now, in his career, one could argue that he's underachieved. Right? And when you think about Anthony Davis, when I think about Anthony Davis, it was a time where, you know, we were having a conversation of who would you take, Giannis or AD, right? And all of a sudden there was some separation. You know why? Because every single time Giannis stepped on the floor after every offseason, you see that he didn't wait till the offseason and went out there. Whether that was him putting on muscle, his body looking great, whether he added to his game. Anthony Davis, at this point of his career, next year I expect him to come back with a chip on his shoulder. I want to see Anthony Davis in shape. I want us to see it and be able to say, you know what? He's been working his ass off this offseason. We have yet to say that over the past 3 or 4 seasons. And it should be a wake-up call for Anthony Davis, right? Dallas gave up on him. Like, get traded for Luka, that was out of your control. But the fact that you went to Dallas and they gave up on you that quick and didn't even give it a shot, give you a chance to be able to play with Cooper Flag, they kept Kyrie. They got rid of you, but they kept Kyrie Irving. I would take that personally. If I'm Anthony Davis, I'm coming into next season and I'm saying I got to remind every single person of who the hell I am, and I'm coming in with
let me say this to you where you're wrong. You're wrong to do the word expect. What you meant to say is you are.
You don't expect.
Right. And listen, Shane, let's be real. I'm keeping it up. Listen, this is the year 2026. You got a little paper. You can afford it. Technology is as advanced as ever. You know what I'm saying? Anti-Asian, all of this other stuff. I mean, listen, but I put in hard work. I'm approaching 60. I'm in my late 50s. You understand?
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 14. Wagner outside. Back to Bataze. Wagner looking it over. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
I'm like, this man is 33 years old. Why am I looking at you and looking a little bit too thick? Why am I looking at you and wondering if you're in shape or not? Why am I looking at you and wondering what did you do to make sure that you are ready to go? So that he's ready to go is what I'm saying. Because there's nothing to talk about with Anthony Davis' skill set. He is just pure gold. The brother is a big-time player. He's a champion. He's an all-world player. His conditioning, his commitment to his health is what we're looking for. So you're out on the court, being the difference maker we know you to be. That is not what we have seen from Anthony Davis. Why not? Why not?
And I'm gonna say this: he came into last season into the training camp, and he was about 25 to 30 pounds overweight. Yes, he was. And they asked him about it, and his reply was, "Is there? Oh, I usually lose the weight throughout the training." That's not how it works. That's not how all of a sudden you saw the injury started. That's how it goes. Right. That's exactly. I expect him to come with a chip on his shoulder.
Expect again, maybe don't think the right word there. The night Luka Doncic was traded and Anthony Davis, when they were traded, Stephen A., you were the first person I talked to. I was on the sports center desk, and I said, we called you on the phone. What is your reaction to it? The initial reaction to that trade was Anthony Davis should make an immediate impact in Dallas, and we'll see what happens with Luka Doncic, how he'll fit in with LeBron James. Let's see an immediate impact in Dallas. He was playing full season, and they traded him away. But it may be a star that could potentially lead a franchise to a title.
No, but here's what you miss, Shaq. He goes to Dallas. His very first game as a Dallas Mavericks, he puts on a show in the first half and was telling them, I'm here now, I'm here now. Which is what he needed to do and what he needed to be. God hurt the second half. And ain't never been that same play he was in the first half of that game throughout his entire tenure in Dallas. And that is why those people are ready to do something to that damn owner in Dallas. Because Luka Doncic is out here doing his thing, and this is what y'all gave us. See, that's the problem. You got to take that personally, as Big Bro said. You got to know they looking at you solely that way. That you can do that. You can reason why Luka Doncic is good. And you got to make it. He should have been committed to that. But how can you be committed to your own life? If you're 33 years of age, you're making this kind of paper, and you're that gifted, but you don't take care and prioritize your health, guess what? You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted because your health is wealth. Your health is wealth. If you're to somebody, I'm telling you right now, Shane Big Perk, when I had COVID, and it almost took me out of here, okay? I've had a very, very successful career. Guess what? I was in the same hospital room with somebody who wasn't nearly as successful. It didn't mean anything. We both still. Our lives were both on the line. You got to help. True wealth is being healthy first. So you can have all the money in the world, but if your health ain't sharp, you don't have anything. You're a basketball player. Your health is everything in order for you to maximize your potential. And if you don't prioritize that, you cannot be trusted. And that is the issue with Anthony Davis. The only issue.
But I do think he's in a pretty damn good spot with the Washington Wizards. Because Trae Young, also, the way that the Hawks traded him and really got that nothing, right? They basically gave him away. Both of those guys should come in with a chip on their shoulder. You're in the Eastern Conference, not the Western Conference. So if you're Anthony Davis, you're still close friends with LeBron James. How about starting to mimic what LeBron James is doing? If I'm Anthony Davis, I'm coming back to wherever LeBron James is at this offseason, and I'm getting up under him, what you should have been doing while you was in LA. I'm not doing my own thing. When it comes to investing into your body, well, I think we still have the capability of being a number one option. I do, let's say. But again, we hope that he gets it together in all season. But if he do, he's still one of the most skilled players in this game. On both sides of the ball, he can make a positive impact.
I will never understand how somebody can be a teammate of a LeBron James or a Steph Curry in your health and condition. How could you possibly let that happen? It's like, yo, I mean, LeBron James, if I was his teammate, I would be a pest. I'd be right. What you doing? You was that red light there? You in the sewer? You in the cold room? How many miles you jogging? When you in the weight room? How many weight room sessions do you do a week? I mean, I'm trying to emulate whatever it takes because the man is consistently in peak condition. I'm doing that. What are you doing? What's your secret?
But the thing is, you don't have to ask
It's like when he's showing you, because I shared a locker room with him in his professional career. And think about a guy like Kevin Love. Kevin Love used to be chubby when he was in Minnesota. Kevin Love, when he got to Cleveland, because he watched and he knew, and then all of a sudden he accepted it and he said, you know what, I got to do more. I'm watching this guy get in at 6 in the morning on a Versa climber before practice. I'm watching this guy do certain things like having ice packs and stem treatment at dinners while we at team dinners getting treatment on his back. And so when you think about what AD can do, no one is ever going to question his talent. The man can do everything. The man could be up in the conversation every single year for Defensive Player of the Year. It's about staying healthy. I expect, or I hope that Anthony Davis have the season that Kawhi Leonard had this past season, because Kawhi Leonard was available. I hope Anthony Davis do the same this upcoming.
He's got to prioritize his health. He's got to do it. All right. Thank you, guys. And thank you for watching this First Take exclusive. Make sure to tune in weekdays on ESPN at 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you all on Monday. No Dante DiVincenzo, no Anthony Edwards. No big deal for the Timberwolves, who took care of the Nuggets 110-98. Jaden McDaniels, 32-10. Terrence Shannon Jr., who filled in for an injured Ayo Dosunmu, who filled in for an injured Anthony Edwards, had 24 points. Nikola Jokic was only 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. So Denver, though, heading home. Here's Chris Finch on how motivated the Timberwolves were in this series.
Denver had the chance to pick who they wanted to play coming down the stretch, and they chose us. And we use that as a motivation all the way through preparation and through the series. They chose us. They didn't have to choose us. They chose us, and our guys were up for the challenge of that.
I mean, we just lost in the first round, so I think we were fine already.
Do you feel like changes, or like more type of changes?
I mean, that's not for me, my decision, to be honest. Definitely next year.
If we were in Serbia, everyone would be fired. Herc, your reaction to what Nikola Jokic just said?
Well, we're not in Serbia. We're in America. And he got pumped yesterday for this series. He got pumped. And we gotta hold him to a level of accountability like we would do, quote unquote, every all-time great. Over the past 3 years, second round exit, first round